been called a lot of things. You probably recognize the Steel City, or perhaps the Dirty Bird from its industrial past. And local sports fans also like to say it's a city of champions. I've heard the Portland of the East Coast more than once, but my personal favorite is the Paris of Appalachia. The most accurate, however, without a doubt, has to be the City of Bridges. There's over 400 of them here. We're a city of about 300,000 people, of dozens of neighborhoods separated by mountainous hills and old rivers. So it's tough to characterize this city through the catchphrases. There's as much history here as there is progress. A big part of life in Pittsburgh is the outdoors. It's celebrated here, and regardless of your neighborhood, the proximity of nature is exceptional. Bikeways increasingly interlace the distinct neighborhoods, creating a very unique contrast as you pedal along the vegetation and urban landscaping. It's a very playful city, and a very talented fiddler once told me that he thought it looked like a toy train set.
Welcome to the jungle.
The parks boast unique attractions that encourage outdoor recreation, and resources established by past legacies continuously remind us of Pittsburgh's rich tradition of public service.
Welcome to the jungle. Are you gonna dance with me?
It's pretty ideal for slacklines, low lines, water lines, long lines, high lines, and what's within driving distance is an entire other story. With so much slackline and such great biking access to it all, an idea was born.
I'm psyched for whoever wins that one. It'd be an awesome day.
Festivals date back quite some time, and while modern-day versions can be quite ornate, they're ultimately a bunch of people with similar interests gathering together.
If there's one thing that you should know about me, it's that I like to cruise.
We are not reinventing the wheel here.
Don't get
Good
me
people,
wrong, 'cause I get busy,
good views,
but that's all.
hopefully good weather. Move your body. There's this great Anthony Bourdain quote from one of his TV shows where he says, "If I'm an advocate for anything, it's to move, as far as you can, as much as you can, across the ocean or simply across the river. The extent to which you can walk in someone else's shoes, or at least eat their food, it's a plus for everybody. Open your mind, get off the couch, move." Conflux is a 2-day slackline and flow gathering in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The first day is entirely linked by urban bikeways, which is sometimes considered the best way to get around in the city. We pick some of the hottest days of the year, but it's for good reason. The Allegheny summer really showcases how alive a city can be.
Here a while and I got me some ambition, and I thought you should know.
Emerald View is a midline location with 2 parallel lines about 70 meters in length. They're nestled along Mount Washington, facing downtown at the confluence of the Allegheny, Monongahela, and Ohio rivers. The view is stellar, and so are the lines. Being that close to someone in the void, well, it's better than being alone.
All around. Sometimes I'm running and need to slow down. Yeah, yeah. I hope that you don't mind, 'cause this
Market Street Pier is a 100-foot pier from the north shore of Pittsburgh above the Allegheny River. It allows for several parallel water lines of varying length, but it can be very dependent on water quality to be able to rig. It's very public, so these lines have a unique type of exposure.
Do you know something that you're interested in. Oh, I'll take the time to show you why. This is how I fly, and I hope that you don't mind.
Hers Island is a couple miles upriver from the Market Street Pier, still on the Allegheny. It has plentiful trees and is a very well manicured park, so it's a wonderful and convenient place to play. The island is also known as Washington's Landing, from a story about how George Washington fell out of a boat one time.
Hope that you don't mind, 'cause this is my style, and it's been here a while, and I hope that you don't mind, 'cause this is my style, and it's been here a while, so
On the second day of Conflux, we gather all together, all day at one special place, Seldom seen Greenway. Pittsburgh ingeniously created a city program targeted at preserving vegetated spaces, and termed them greenways, permanent, passive open spaces that serve to benefit adjacent neighborhoods and the general public. Seldom seen Greenway is huge, stretching over miles of Pittsburgh's rolling Appalachian hills, and collides with Emerald View Greenway, another frequently visited greenway by Slackline savvy citizens.
No love is lost, or no sweet wisdom gained.
There's so much to do here. Just one day is hardly enough. Well, it's enough of a reason to come back, I suppose.
As we left the house and took a step outside, I could taste in the air a familiar sense of pride. And the wind did blow as you held your head up high. Then I saw the clouds draw storms into your eyes. Oh, cyclone. My man, but said I'm breaking bones. Out in the fire, won't leave it alone. It was bent and I was unable to pull them inside. So bend down them bridges, dig up them walls. What's that you got? 'Cause I'll have one of those. Darcy, I can never hate ya if I try. Cyclone. You're on your own. Cyclone. You're on your own. cyclone.